What's going on, gamers? Today we're going to be back with a little bit more Elden Ring, and what we're going to be covering today is how you can get your hands on an absolutely amazing item very early game, and that's the Meteorite staff. So if you want to get one of the best staffs going very early, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. I'll bring you all the latest and greatest in content, hints, tips, guides and builds, and just some fun gameplay and reviews of upcoming games as well. But for today, like I said, we're here to find the Meteorite staff, and it's well worth getting for any intellect build. What you're going to want to do is you're going to make your way towards the Dragonburnt ruins, and they're pretty much just around here. You're going to want to go to this exact spot I'm showing now. Now once you're here, there's going to be quite a few enemies in a little makeshift camp, and the only ones that seem to trouble me a little bit, there was 2 or 3 dogs that I would like to say are not that tough, but all 3 of them jumped on me at once when I wasn't ready and they kind of one-shot me. So be prepared to take them out or just have some summons and you should be good to go. What you're going to do after that, you're going to look for a little tunnel entrance and you're going to make your way down. Just down the bottom there's going to be a few more enemies and it's quite dark, so if you've got a torch that'll probably help, but even if you haven't, just focus on the enemies and you should be good to go. Pretty much just a load of little rats. These ones don't cause any trouble and I didn't actually have any of them attack me, so more than likely you'll probably be able to completely massacre these without any kind of trouble. Once that's done, you'll make your way to the very back of the room and you're going to go inside and there's going to be a chest there. Now my first thought was that because there was an absolute load of text on the floor, so I thought it was probably going to be a mimic or something like that. Playing Dark Souls, you always have this in your head, but it's not. However, it was still a trap. So a few moments later and we turn up in the Caelid Crystal Tunnel, which I had no idea where that was. I've never seen that before. It looked completely different to where we were, so I grabbed what was in there and made my way outside, and it didn't go too well from there. This area I would say is probably a little bit tougher, so if you're like me and you come here around about level, I think I was 17 or so, and under-geared, under-prepared, I pretty much fell over straight away. They have some homing missiles on them that just absolutely destroy you. What I found, just duck outside, go to your right rather than your left. You may very well be missing some loot, but I would say come back here later because it looks to me like it's quite a tough area. Even as I made my way through here, I was still getting battered and had to kind of dodge roll off to the left before I died. From here you're just going to make your way straight down the staircase or just jump off, whatever floats your boat. And then you're going to make your way over to the Lost Grace. Definitely want to rest here just so you've definitely got a little waypoint, and you might want to pick up this as you go. So from here you're just going to make your way straight outside. And you're definitely far from home because you're now over on the far right hand side of the map, an area that I had not really kind of looked at too much or discovered much. So I went exploring here. I'll cut the footage and go the way you should go to get this, but ultimately what you're going to want to do is jump on your trusty steed and make your way down to the kind of shore. If you follow roughly where I'm going, you should be golden. The main thing you're going to be trying to get to is the next kind of waypoint. I headed directly over this way. As you can see, there's 2 absolutely massive trees, kind of making a little makeshift archway. From here I realised I was veering off back down to where I was already going before, so I made it over this way and jumped over this, which looks like a pile of dead mushrooms. So we found the next Lost Grace site. From here, again, I cut the footage because I went somewhere different again, but you're going to want to head in the direction that I show you, and nice and close, it should be quite easy to get to from here. So jump back on your steed, make your way forward a little ways. I thought I was making my way back to the road. I definitely wasn't, as you're kind of blocked off a little bit. But we did manage to find this instead, so it's definitely worked out in your favour, because if you're like me and you're in an intellect build, this is absolutely amazing, especially this early in the game. So make your way around to the back of the house. Little hop, skip and a jump straight up on there. And from here, you're just going to make your way around the wall and you'll be able to pick up the Meteorite staff. Well worth your travels, well worth the effort. However, you may well have died a few times depending on if you got lost or not, because there are some really difficult enemies, and I found a kind of mini boss that I had to run away from here as well. But the Meteorite staff, I would say, is one of the best staffs in the game, very possibly, that I've seen so far at least. And considering it's S rank this early, it's just absolutely amazing. So if we have a little look at the stats on it, the physical is 39 plus 21. There's no increases to your magic, fire, lightning or holy. Critical's at 100 again. Sorcery scaling is 156. And as you can see, the most important thing, or I say the most important thing, there's two actual things on this that are really important. The intellect is scaling to S, which is just top notch, but also it gives you a passive effect, boosts your gravity sorcery. So if you're going for a kind of gravity build, this may be the very best staff in the game. Well worth knowing, well worth grabbing, especially this early game, as it's just going to make everything a little bit easier. But as always, all you gamers, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, take care. I'll see you on the next day.